your mark, ready, set, let's go.
Yeah, baby.
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to swing, baby. Yeah.
Getting jiggy with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's freedom, baby. Yeah.
Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Getting jiggy with it.
Smashing, baby.
Count of three. I want everybody the place to be. To make some noise if you're down with me. 1, 2, 3.
Rock your body. What? Everybody. Rock your body, body.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Because conservative Republicans get mad and stay home. Let's grow up.
And to demand recognition of the distinction between the powers granted to the federal government and those reserved to the states or to the people.
Deputy Returning Officer trying to restore order and have...
I wouldn't say Thatcher made it any better. And it's very noticeable that the 3.5 million or so people currently unemployed, which is to say roughly 11 to 12%.
We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years. They gave their names even though relatives and friends were pulling at their sleeves and saying, don't answer, you'll go to jail.
If what you're saying, Governor, is that Torrijos has enemies...
Also you find, similarly, that your top 1% on capital has far less a proportion of the total capital and wealth than was thought. I think it is...
Many of his reforms and...
...much in pay that they cause others unemployment.
Yeah.
Done. So far, we've slashed income tax, abolished 7 taxes, and given married women their own separate tax allowance. That's good. I must ask him explicitly to accept that I was not involved in the decision to... And we would call that not a minimum wage. Yeah. We would call that a basic safety net. And we would accept a moral commitment in a kind of society like yours or ours. Much prefer to bring them... Win an election and then act like a conservative. That is the Liberal policy. Yes, it came out. He didn't intend it to, but he did. Yes, he would rather have...
That we simply dig ourselves in and...
Now, where do some of these attacks originate? They're coming from the very people whose past policy...
As it turned from the precepts of Jefferson, Jackson, and Cleveland. I believed then, and still believe, that anything, whether it be management...
Well, my view of government places trust not in one person or one party, but in those values that transcend...
The conservative, so-called, is the one that says, less government, get off my back.
In Europe with the Soviet Union.
Some key players to be aware of during the Red Scare include the House Un-American Activities
for doing a good job.
Now confront us. And after all, why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
I think that Ronald Reagan truly did restore America's pride. Try to...
Words. We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us. We, the people, are the driver. The government is the car. And we decide where...
Government does nothing as well or as economically as the private sector of the economy. But total government control and regulation.
He is the individual, of course, who was able to take his Cessna 172 and land in Red Square.
Feel good about our country, that it was strong economically and strong in defense, and that you felt like he could protect you from, you know, the Russians and
the attacks on President Carter's problems helped him win the election of 1980 by a landslide. Reagan's inauguration day coincided with the release by the
every day drawing up a response to that day's troubles, regardless of what... All a liberal, you know, someone very...
You weren't
keep political freedom unless you also have economic freedom.
Are outraged today that we are averaging 18%. Those Republicans insist that it is outrageous in this country for taxes to be 18%.
Gradual change in existing social order, which implies support for traditional sources of authority, traditional institutions, and traditional values. They are therefore likely to be supporters.
It was not well represented in the government. Republican Party nominees for president tended to be more centrist than right-winged. As a result of this, Barry Goldwater's nomination was a significant.
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Yeah, baby. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.